Everton 2 wins from their opening 2 league games, and not only have they taken Tony Colley to their hearts, they've already a soft spot for another import from London, Pat Nevin, formerly of Chelsea, a young Scot who's a nimble, skillful winger of the old school, although he always felt he failed to do himself justice in his Stamford Bridge days. This then's the Everton side. Neville Southall in goal. Neil MacDonald, new to the defence with the departure of Gary Stevens to Glasgow Rangers, formerly with Newcastle United. Number 3, Neil Poynton. 4, Ian Snowden. 5, Dave Watson. 6, Peter Reid. 7, Pat Nevin. Number 8, Stuart McCall, another Everton newcomer in midfield, formerly with Bradford City. 9 is Graham Sharp. 10, Tony Cottee. And 11, Kevin Sheedy. The subs are Adrian Heath and Ian Wilson. As for Nottingham Forest, unlike Everton, they've still to get their first win of the season. They've got Steve Sutton in goal, number 2, Steve Chettle, 3, Stuart Pearce, 4, Des Walker, a fine young central defender, today celebrating his call-up to the full England squad. Number 5 is Colin Foster, 6, Steve Hodge, back at the club where his career blossomed, this after unsuccessful spells with Aston Villa and Tottenham. Number 7, Gary Crosby, 8, Neil Webb, 9, Nigel Clough, number 10, Tommy Gaynor, and 11, Brian Rice. And the subs are Franz Carr and Gary Fleming. They're a young side managed by the inimitable Brian Clough, and if anyone can get this Forest side firing on all cylinders again, then Brian's your man. Though today, of course, it might just be a tall order for them. So it's Everton, top of the table for what that means after just a couple of games, who get us underway, attacking the goal to our right. Blue shirts, white shorts. Nottingham Forest, they are in all red, which won't be popular here, of course, because they are the Liverpool colours, just a half a mile or so away across Stanley Park here on Merseyside. Very early yet, says the Everton manager Colin Harvey, but you can't beat a great start in a race for the Football League title. Forest, who finished 3rd last season, Everton 4th, so there's a real pedigree, and the man in charge today is Trilford Mills from Barnsley, 12 years as a league referee. It's MacDonald. And now big Colin Foster. Rice getting the better of MacDonald, playing it into the path of Gaynor, just a little too far ahead of him. Southall was out. Very much the fashion amongst footballers to wear an undershort, as it were, particularly if they've got suspect muscle problems. But rather like the cyclists have. Graham Sharp wearing them. Nevin. Goes Sharp. Nevin taken out of the play cruelly there by Stuart Pearce. There's nothing of Nevin. He's only 5'6" and he weighs only 10 stone. And Stuart Pearce very quickly and easily downed him there. A free kick to Everton. Nevin's still a little bit winded by it. In the meantime, Neil MacDonald with the free kick. Sharp poised menacingly on the far side. McCall. Snowden. Well, Crosby read that a little quicker than Reid. Again, a flag was up for an offside. Well, the flag was up and it was put down again. And Forest in a very menacing position here. And the Everton players surrounding the referee and pointing that the linesman had his flag up for an offside against Nigel Clough. And then when the move appeared to break down, put it down again, Crosby took up the action. And Forest forced a corner. And the moment has not lost its controversy yet. Gaynor. Now Reid. Nevin. Cottee. Easily taken out by Webb. Chettle playing it in quickly again to Webb. Now Foster's in there. Crosby on the far side for Nottingham Forest, and another corner for the visitors with 8 minutes gone. And Trafford Mills surrounded by protesting Everton players a moment ago. They felt that that should have been an offside and any danger should have been cleared. Well, it's not, and it hasn't been yet. Here comes the Forest corner. Foster getting in there with his 6'4" frame, but didn't quite get a touch. Webb, Gaynor. Comes as far as Crosby again, and Everton at full stretch here claims for a handball there for the Forest players, but again the referee didn't want to know. A very good start for Nottingham Forest. Poynton. Here's Webb again. Clough. Webb's made the break. And a brilliant goal! Superbly fashioned there by Nottingham Forest. Webb, who's had a storming first 10 minutes of this game, combining beautifully with Nigel Clough. It was Webb who made the pass to Clough in the first place. Clough timed his return pass to perfection. Webb went running on and glided it skillfully wide of Neville Southall, and Forest are in the lead. So Neville Southall, who was in brilliant form last week at Coventry and saved a penalty, had no chance of saving that shot from Neil Webb. Nevin. Oh, delightfully round Rice. Still he goes on, the crowd loved that, but it was Walker who charged the shot down. McDonald, Nevin again, and Pearce making the clearance for Forest. McCall, Reid, Sheedy. Reid again. It'll come from MacDonald, but the whistle has gone, and a free kick given to Everton. So Steve Sutton doing a bit of organising. 27-year-old Nottingham Forest keeper. Sheedy's left foot is usually the one that comes into play in this sort of situation, and there it is. Hit straight against the wall, though. Poynton. Two Forest players going for that, jumping all over Sharp. Another free kick to Everton. Just over a quarter of an hour gone, and Forest leading by a 1-0. Sheedy with it, wanting to take it quickly. There's big Foster. Plenty of big men in this Forest defence. No one bigger than the 6'4" number 5, Colin Foster. And here goes Foster again, but he lost that one in the air. Nevin. They're tumbling around all over the place. The arms go up as an appeal from the Everton players, but again the referee right on the spot. And Everton get a throw and nothing else, when it looked as though Nevin was in with a chance. Cotty almost there! Turned away by Sutton. It was hardly a shot by Cotty, but it very nearly finished in the back of the net. And a corner then for Everton, which Pat Nevin will take. That time Foster does win it in the air. Snowden. Walker winning that one. And now Rice. And Forest escape. What an amazing skirmish it was in that Forest goal. And some good reactions by goalkeeper Steve Sutton. A real dominant spell this by Everton, seeking to repair the damage of that goal by Neil Webb. Nevin with a cross, Cotty with a header! And really, he should have buried that one. It was a great cross by Nevin, and poor finishing by Cotti, for whom everything has gone right so far with 4 goals in his opening 2 league games. Delightful play by Nevin. You feel he's going to torment Forest this afternoon. And Cotti was there, but he was full of anguish for that missed header. So good work by Nevin, but not such good work by Tony Cotti. McCall. Gaynor got that away. Reed again. Now McCall. It'll be Webb for Forest. Testing the speed now of Crosby. Pointer's got back. Still Crosby. Good challenging run by the young winger. Reed to Sheedy. Stopped by Chettle. Here's Gaynor. As Forest gets some more breeze at their backs. It comes in. Oh! And Hodge. Maybe we would feel that that was one to be finished off, to get back on the score sheets in a Nottingham Forest shirt. After some good work again by Webb. And Hodge putting it over for the goal kick. Pointon towards Sharp, but finds Foster there again. Offside flag. Sheedy to Snowden. Cotti. Reed. Cotti trying to get the move going again. Foster there holding it up once more. Sheedy. Everton looking for an equalising goal as we come towards half-time. Oh, touch by Webb was a bad one. Put Nevin in possession. Sheedy, and Hodge gets it away, and once more Webb fails to make a clearance. Sharp gets it back to Pointon. Snowden. MacDonald. Snowden getting MacDonald in again. Hodge getting across there, but the fullback's got it over well, and Sharp against the crossbar. MacDonald hasn't finished yet into the side netting, and Everton within a whisker of getting back to 1-1 after some great work by their fullback Neil MacDonald, and Sharp's header which cannoned off the crossbar. Good cross here from MacDonald. Under pressure from Steve Hodge. Up comes Sharp at the far post. Everton denied by the crossbar. Here's Nigel Clough. Reed was after him. A goal. Sheedy stopped by Chettle. Reed shaking off Clough. Crosby. And now a break could be on for Forest. Hodge is leading it. He's got Crosby away on the right, but the half-time whistle holds them up. A really good competitive first half, played with a lot of pace and skill. The only goal from probably the best man of the first half, Nottingham Forest's Neil Webb. But plenty to play for, and Everton still cursing the fact that Graham Sharp's header went against the crossbar instead of into the net right on half-time. Remember, all the goals, all the thrills, as we sweep right across the whole of the First Division. Action from every game. Here at Goodison Park, though, it's Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Everton a goal down, and an interesting goal-scoring milestone for their two top scorers, both on 96 league goals. Tony Cotti, 92 of them with West Ham, and Graham Sharp, 96, all of them, of course, with Everton. So Forest get the second half underway, leading with Neil Webb's goal. But fully aware, of course, that it's only the second half of great discipline by them that will produce their first win of the season. Everton certainly had more of the first half. Forest defended well and occasionally broke out, as we saw, to very good effect. Everton can't get a taste of it at the moment. There's Crosby from Chettle's pass. Ilke. Keith is doing some warming up at the moment for Everton. Peter Reid again. Back safely to Sutton. There's Heath hoping to get in on the action. 12 goals last season. Gaynor getting in behind Snowden. Chance for them here. And it's knocked away by Watson when Forest were 1 foot only away from making it 2-0. Tommy Gaynor's determination very nearly producing that second goal. Reid. Foster backpedaling. Walker gets it back safely. Good challenge again there. Walker going past a couple of challenges, but then ran foul of McCall. Well, we ought to look again at that moment when Forest very nearly scored their second goal, but the action is so fast and furious here. Gaynor doing really well here. Just look how close it was to goal number 2 before Dave Watson got in. Tommy Gaynor nearly made it 2. A call for Everton. The way the game's been going, you get the feeling that Forest would certainly have welcomed the cushion of a second goal and might well need it. Nevin. Again, Walker preventing Cotty breaking through. Snowden. Will Poynton get to that? No. The rain earlier this afternoon has slicked up the surface a little bit. Webb. Touched by Gaynor, and away goes Crosby until he falls foul of Snowden, who's going to be booked for that. He's got a real turn of speed as Crosby, and Snowden, in fairness, couldn't quite match it. So the yellow card for the Everton number 4 for that challenge there. Okay. It's Chettle with the free kick. Reid battling away, holding off Crosby, finding Poynton. Watson. Thank you, says Webb, or rather Pearce. Clough. Clough again, finding Crosby. Oh, kicked away again by Watson. That's twice he saved Everton, crucially, within a matter of 3 minutes. Off Peter Reid, so it'll be a Forest throw. Chettle. Hodge. Goal kick. Cotty after this one. Walker getting in there and a corner given. The crowd were appealing for a penalty, but it was never ever likely to be that. Walker played the ball. In fact, it was again an excellent piece of defence by this 22-year-old. Played for Peter Reid. Watson had a swipe at it, but the ball didn't reach him. Snowden turning it back again. And Sheedy makes something of this at the far side. Well, miraculously he did, until Brian Rice intervened. Everton's throw. Nevin in a bit of trouble, and I think might have to go off. Pierce gets it away. I think Nevin is going to have to go off. He had a really bright start here. The opening quarter of an hour, he tormented the Forest defence. He was victim of a couple of fairly harsh challenges, and really we've seen little of him since. Adrian Heath is on now for Everton, finding Reid with that pass there. Up goes Chettle, up goes Foster. There's Hodge, comes out as far as Reid only. Chettle again, and now Webb, the ball conveniently at his feet. And now Crosby, taking his man on. Oh, lovely play by Crosby. A chance for a second goal here. Saved superbly by Southall. Well, Crosby showed his growing talent there. Dummied past his man superbly. And there was knocked over by Nigel Clough. But a great piece of play there by Crosby. And a fine piece of keeping, of course, by Neville Southall. Well, it's terrific entertainment for the fans, this, even though there's only one goal in it. And Everton fans will say, well, it would be even greater entertainment if we could just get an equaliser. Sheedy playing it now for Heath. And then for Cotty to blast it across the face of that Forest goal. Cotty with his shot that didn't trouble Sutton. Forest goal kick. Walker being harassed by Cotty. Sheedy curling it in, and Heath! The substitution has worked, and Everton are level. Initially, some fairly sloppy work in defence by Forest. And Heath getting on the end of it. Slide rule there, just inside the post, beyond the dive of Sutton. And Everton at last are level at 1-1. Heath, the man on the spot. 1-1. Time Forest have made a substitution. Franz Carr is on for Gary Crosby. Walker. Now that should really, here's Carr, that should really ensure a finish now. Does Everton go looking for their 100% record to be maintained? Forest looking for their first win of the season. Making their second substitution of Everton. It's Kevin Sheedy who's going off, and Ian Wilson, formerly of Leicester City, who's coming on. Great relief on that Everton bench, you can be sure, with that Heath equaliser. Been a long time coming. Cotty for Everton. Wilson. Boynton. Wilson. Heath. Reid. A foul there by Hodge. And Pearce could be in trouble for kicking the ball away. Got a last warning from Trilford Mills. Forest at full stretch in defence now, seeking to hold out Everton for another 10.5 minutes. Reid with the free kick, chipped in there. It was Pearce who got it away. Snowden. Rice for Forest. And again. Given to Heath. He's got some pace about him, but Walker stood firm and then gave it to Sharp. And deflected over by Colin Foster for the corner. Well, that could have been a disaster for Des Walker after a really good performance. And Forest aren't out of the wood yet. Corner as it came off Colin Foster there. Wilson with this corner for Everton. Watson's in there. Heath's in there, the little flick on by him, and Cotty over the top. The amazing thing about that was that Heath, probably the smallest man on the field, was allowed to get the back header in. There's Wilson's corner. See just the little flick on there from Heath, who's only 5'6", and Cotty couldn't keep it down. Heath certainly has pepped things up a little bit since he came on. Playing time added on at the end of 90 minutes. Oh, and Chettle's given it away to Reid. That could be a costly mistake. And it came off the head of Foster, behind for an Everton corner. Well, if the match is going to be won and lost, it'll be won and lost here, I would have thought, as the referee looks at his watch. And Heath prepares to take the corner for Everton. Watson was in there. Chettle gets it away. Snowden, who's been tireless, being challenged by Carr. There's a good little ball there for Wilson. Stopped by Hodge. Carr too slow. It was Pearce who got that one away for Forest. MacDonald. Such tension out there. MacDonald again. In comes Hodge. Now maybe Forest could break away. It's Tommy Gaynor. But the pass wasn't good enough to pick up Clough. Another look at the watch by referee Mills. Webb. Marvellous entertainment, and probably at the end just about the right result. Forest going ahead with that goal by Neil Webb early in the game, and Everton dominating the match for so long, but always looked as though they might be vulnerable to some of the Forest breakaways. Everton had to wait until 17 minutes from the final whistle before Adrian Heath, the substitute, snatched the equaliser.